Welcome everyone to our JavaScript fundamental live stream series. In this series, we'll be learning the fundamentals of JavaScript, just some things that we can brush up on to get us on our JavaScript programming journey. First off, JavaScript is a programming language that was created to be used primarily on web browsers, but then it grew to the point where it can be used outside the browser, and the developer community has come up with libraries such as Node.js to run JavaScript out of the box. So now we can run JavaScript almost everywhere, and we can use it to create server-side to program things on the server using JavaScript. We can use it to we can even use it to create mobile applications using frameworks like React Native. And so in order for us to if you follow on with this course, we will be running JavaScript using Node.js, and we will be running it on our terminal in our IDE, which will be I'll be using Visual Studio Code. And for you to run JavaScript out of the box, you need to download the Node.js software from their website, and just click on this button here. The installation is quite straightforward, and just click on this and install Node.js on your computer. So in order for you to check that Node.js has been installed properly, you just open up a command shell or CMD, command prompt, and type in this command node.v. That will give you the node, the version of Node.js that you are currently using. And I am using the version 20.13.1. That tells you that Node has been properly installed. And so I have Node installed already. And so in this first course, we will be learning about variables and data types. In all programming languages and computation and anything that has to do with computing, internet and the Internet of Things, the lifeblood of all these things is information and data. And so in a computer, data is stored in the memory using pointers as variables. So we store them in programming languages. We declare values using variables, and these variables will have different data types. For example, they'll have a numbered data types, as string, data types such as Boolean, true or false, data types. We have lists, and we have objects. And so without further ado, let's jump into JavaScript, into our project folder today. I have opened up Visual Studio Code, and let's open a folder. You can name your folder whatever you want. I have named it JavaScript Fundamentals, and I will click on it and select folder to open it up, and we have created our project folder successfully. So let's just create a JavaScript file in here, I'll rename this main.js. That's how we create JavaScript files in Visual Studio Code. And let's start off with variables. In JavaScript, we declare variables using for the sake of this course, we will use only 3 methods, and that is the first one is var. I'll say my name is equal to Daya Tolai Tini Yara. That is my name. The next way of declaring variables in JavaScript is let my age is equal to 30. The next one is const my address is equal to lot 1 Smith Street, Suva. All right, so in JavaScript, that is how we declare variables, and I'll just explain how these three methods work. The variable data type means that that you can redeclare, and you can change the data type for this variable, and that the same rule applies to let, but this one over here is different. The const variable declaration is different in that it is constant. The data types must always be constant, must always be the same, and you cannot redeclare or change its value. That is what constant mean. It is constant, and it does not change. So that is how we declare variables in JavaScript. All right, so we have let's look at data types next. If we look at these variables, I'll add another one over here. I'll say const is married is equal to false. That says that I am not married yet. Okay, so this is to make comments to your code in JavaScript. You create double slashes. Right? Comments in JavaScript are not executed when you run your code, and so this my name is a string data type. My age is a number data type. Okay. The same goes for this one. This is a string data type, and this is a Boolean data type. These are the three main data types, primitive data types in JavaScript. And so when we jump into a more advanced more advanced knowledge of data types, we will begin to look at arrays. What is an array? An array is basically just a list of items. For example, an array of names. Const dot names is equal to declare an array, we write square braces like this, and I'll say Taya, my brother's name is Lino, and my sister's name is Sue, and my mother's name is Kesa. These are basically an array of strings called names. And let's say numbers, an array of numbers. How do we do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we separate them using commas. That's how we write arrays in JavaScript. And the fifth data type. This is an array. The fifth data type in JavaScript that is mainly used is an object data type. And so, for example, in object-oriented programming, you classify things. You program things. Classify things into object, and each object has properties. Right? I'll give an example. For example, const Taya, that's me. And to declare an object, we write curly braces. And the properties of Taya, what do you know about, what information do I want to know about Taya? So I'll say name, and I'll declare, let's say person. The person's name is Taya, and his age is 30, and is married, is equal to false. And that is basically how we create objects in JavaScript. So an array of an object of person, the properties are name, age, and is married, and you can add all sorts of things in there. You can even add an array. If I have let's say an array of computers, let's say computers, I'll put an array over here. I have an MSI computer, and I have a Dell computer, and I have also a HP computer. Okay. So I have a list of computers in my in the person's object. Let's rename this person object as an IT personnel. An IT personnel. So it has all these computers, and let's add something else, some more information, maybe address. Make sure you separate all these properties by commas so that you don't get errors in your code. Address lot 1 here, street, New York. Okay. All right, so that is basically how we structure data in JavaScript. And I'll make a caveat for our course, for our short video this afternoon. In order for us to run this code and see what actually is being outputted, we can say console.log, and we will log out everything that we have created up here. Let's just log out the IT personnel for at the moment. And to run your script, to run your JavaScript code using in VS Code, you open up a terminal. Open up a new terminal, and it will open up the terminal in your project folder. And you type in node, and you type in the name of your JavaScript file, and our JavaScript file is main.js. Node main.js. This will run your code, and it will log out. It will print out the IT personnel object in here. So if you run it, and we see the result, we see that our IT personnel object is being printed out here. We have the name, we have the age, we have address, and we have is married, and we have computers over here. So that is how basically fundamentally how we declare variables, how many data types, the basic data types that we have in JavaScript, and how we can run JavaScript code using Node.js in our terminal in Visual Studio Code. So that is all I'd like to share today. Until the next video, peace everyone.